Black supremacy. All praises due to the Most High, King Noel. Big shout out to my subscribers and my viewers. Appreciate the love and support. This video is going to be titled, "Is Nature Boy the Antichrist?" It's a very thought-intriguing question. You watch Nature Boy through his journey. He started out his group, Melanation. His message was to return back to nature, our natural state of being. Eating from the earth, living off the earth, being in nature. Those who were physically with him and those who followed him from afar, they were vegan. Fast forward to carbonation. Meat has been added to the B6 diet. If you have been watching lives he has done, you would see him drinking or smoking hookah, smoking weed. He totally switched up on us. So I kind of wanted to I guess help you to think a little bit, help you come to some conclusions. So when we talk about Nature Boy, regardless if you're looking at someone who's on a hater perspective or someone who's been following, who sincerely believes in the message, he's a powerful force, a powerful entity. As I further investigate his personality and what he has built and what he has accomplished within melanation and carbonation, he has been able to successfully pull the audience energetically to him. So you think about it and it's like those who sincerely resonate with the message, they don't go anywhere. Like, there have been so many different horror stories on Nature Boy. There are things that are actually done on camera where you would think that would cause people to not go to carbonation. But what he has built and the effect that it has had on souls is pretty incredible. If you think about it, it's pretty incredible. He is the prime example why Black people need to bow to their divinity without force. Those who are against Nature Boy, they see him as manipulative. They see him as conniving. Our systems of white supremacy, what white supremacy and what the Matrix has been built off of, has been the backs of slaves. Several slaves. Several slaves. Our ancestors were killed. Our ancestors were stripped of their spirituality. Our ancestors were stripped of their names. Our ancestors were forced and mind controlled to live another type of life than what we were meant to organically live. Many people feel that Nature Boy is the Antichrist. if this is true in all actuality. Considering what our ancestors have gone through, considering how many of our ancestors have died, who have been hung, who have been killed, who have been tortured in many disturbing ways that you can't even imagine. It's one black man that many want to take down, many want to go to the authorities on, because he has what many would say mind control, what many would say he is controlling innocent spirits, pure souls. He is controlling them. So it's interesting. It's something that we should think about as a collective. But I want to go a little bit further deeper with you guys. So it's like, okay, when you think about all of these things, if Nature Boy is really the antichrist, then white supremacy and the systems of the Matrix, that would mean that they are the Christ. So it's the Christ versus the Antichrist. What was the reason that people went to Nature Boy from the jump? Those who went to Nature Boy and left Nature Boy. What was the reasons they left? If you take a deeper look into why they may have left, you would come to the conclusion of escapism. Someone who is sincere about sovereignty would not have left. If they would have left, and if they were sincere about being a sovereign, they would have started their own nation. Or they would have worked with Nature Boy on whatever he was building. They would have done that. As I was saying, so I feel that y'all get what I'm talking about. I feel like y'all get where I'm going. Those who were with Nature Boy, those for whatever reason, it's like they were fantasizing about how life would be when it came to becoming sovereign. They weren't serious. They weren't sincere about true, sincere sovereignty. In order for us to, I guess, get to a place of power where it may be a little bit more comfortable, we have to be able to be solid within our consciousness first before things begin to manifest the way they're supposed to manifest. But that's only a portion of this video. One other thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, I wanted to talk about the power that Nature Boy has. So, Nature Boy was able to develop a strong rapport with those with overall his whole reality, his audience. He was able to develop a rapport. If that rapport was weak, he still wouldn't have people still wanting to join, willing to join him. When I look at what he did with melanation and what I look at what he's now doing with carbonation, I see him in melanation promoting a very strong, sincere message. When he lost his main people, things started to wither away. But going in deeper, as I begin to use observation, I see Nature Boy as developing his personality, using those who truly and sincerely support him, utilizing their energy in order to see where he's at, see where his head is at. Try to actually be in his ego. So use that as a means to more strongly critique self. So it's a radical way that one could go about critiquing self. When he was building Melanation, I saw him as truly and sincerely purifying himself. But he still ended up biting off more than he could chew. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is he was in honeymoon stage. He wanted to get a good grip on his audience and see where he could go or where that would take him. And ultimately, when you look at the bigger picture, he knows how to obtain power. It's questionable whether it's long-term or short-term power. It's questionable if it's sincere. He's running carbonation like a corporation. People come, people go. And what he is doing now is seeing who is there to ride with him no matter what. Just like the systems of the Matrix and systems of white supremacy. When we go off and journey and we appear to look for our sovereignty, we may find Nature Boy, carbonation, melanation, whatever period where you were interested in them, we might want to join because we want our sovereignty. But how bad do we want our sovereignty? If you agree, or if you were one of those people who was in carbonation, who left carbonation, who was talking badly upon carbonation, you were not sincere with your sovereignty. Another way to look at this, let's talk about the presidency. Let's talk about voting. Let's talk about that. We talk about how people will vote and tell you to vote because we're voting for the lesser of the two evils, right? We're not getting killed. We're still getting killed. We're still getting lynched. And we're still getting distracted. So the systems of white supremacy, the systems of the Matrix have a great grip on the mind, the conscious, our conscious. So the fact that many people fantasize about being sovereign, but they don't sincerely believe in it, because if they believed in it, they wouldn't leave. They would do everything in their power to make it work. It's something to think about. It's something to sincerely think about. I'm not getting on here to say what Nature Boy is doing is right or wrong. However, I am for whatever it takes to tear down the systems of white supremacy in the Matrix. That's what I am here for. And this message is to inspire others for to tear down the systems of white supremacy by any means necessary. Those who joined carbonation, those who left, their subconscious, they subconsciously were seeking escapism. They were not serious about leaving the system. They feel like the system was a better option. They felt like the system was the lesser of the two evils, which is far from the truth. When it comes to the black struggle, when it comes to pain of black people, when it comes to a black man, black woman, black child getting killed, it doesn't matter until somebody we know get killed, or we get hurt, or we're faced with racism. That's when it matters. So if nothing happens to us, if nothing happens to someone who is close to us, whether that's a friend or a family member, we got it good. We got it made. There's no problems in the systems of white supremacy in the matrix. Many people use Nature Boy as an excuse to not fight against the systems of white supremacy in the matrix. People see other people who tell those who are speaking against Nature Boy, people who speak against Nature Boy, when other people tell them to appreciate his sovereign status or what he's trying to build, what he's trying to do, we are attacked and saying we are weak. But the real weakness is being a reactionary, being distracted all the goddamn time. Think about what's more important. Think long term. Stop thinking short term when it comes to your people. All this bullshit is an illusion, man. We got to start looking at this at a deep level. As I have shared in my other videos, people get scared. People sincerely trust the system more than they are willing to fight for their own sovereignty. And it's pretty disgusting because that shows that when white supremacy actually does go down, you're going down right along with it. But exploring further, I want to pretty much do an analysis on Nature Boy as best as I know how and kind of express that in this video. So, melanation was Nature Boy's strongest point. He was a very strong, like a stronger force. I feel like his energy was a lot stronger when he created melanation. He was able to pull more people. But it could have been a honeymoon stage, or he could have bit off more than he could chew. But then when it came to coronation, I feel that maybe he began to get more frustrated or upset with the lack of dedication, those who said they were down but they weren't down. And he started to kind of, okay, I'm going to explore my ego. Can't hurt nothing. You know, I don't have people to back me up. I don't have enough people who are loyal, who I can trust and depend on. So I'm gonna take a step further. I'm gonna see how far I can go. I'm gonna see how dedicated and devoted these people are. That's what I see is happening. So he went from to exploring having a pure heart and a pure space, spirit, and a pure state of being, to developing his character, his personality, and those who are around him, seeing if they would fully be able to accept him and be on board, regardless, being sovereign by any means necessary. Seeing if they will continue to fight for the sovereignty by any means necessary, as much as they would fight for the systems of white supremacy. Our people are still getting killed, brutally killed. These police officers are getting off. There are no more excuses for to not be sovereign and get actual real freedom. We just want to be treated like human beings. But it's time for us to evolve past that. This land is ours. Let's take it back by any means necessary. This video is to not convert people to Nature Boy, but this video is for to explore your options when it comes to sovereignty. How hard are you willing to fight to be sovereign? That's what you have to think about. You truly, sincerely have to want it really bad. Stop being so selfish. Do something for your people. Don't just live for you, live for your people. Sincerely and truly work on detaching from the systems of the Matrix and white supremacy. Detach from their comfort. You want to make all these excuses why you can't be sovereign. I can't be sovereign because Nature Boy is making it difficult for me to be sovereign. So I'm going to run back to the systems of white supremacy. I'm going to go ahead and support the systems of white supremacy because this is too hard, man. He's not doing what he's supposed to do. So that means that I'm not going to be sovereign no more because he's not doing what he's supposed to do. That means I'm going to go ahead and go back to relying on the police, even though you know as well as I do that the police, no matter what color, is specifically trained to kill black. So just wanted to talk, discuss, go over those things. And please, 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 please do not be fooled by people who are supposedly saddened and upset about people who are quote unquote victims there, but are willing to make money off of these same victims that they supposedly love and care about. Think about that. Don't ignore that. Those type of people are just as worse as the devil, which is the systems of white supremacy and the Matrix. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Make sure you join our website, www.kingnobleblacksupremacy.com. Make sure you also Cash App us and support the kingdom. We are on Cash App. Our Cash App is $WillBlack5. Again, I'm going to go ahead and give you the website information. Go ahead and become a member on the website. Our website is www.kingnobleblacksupremacy.com. Make sure you also financially support the kingdom by Cash Apping us. We are on Cash App. Our Cash App is $WillBlack5. Black peace, black love, light, King Noble black supremacy. Make sure you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and share.